The NRL often focuses its marketing around big-name stars like Latrell Mitchell, Nathan Cleary, and Lachlan Galvin, players with highlight moments, strong media presence, or major fan followings. While this boosts the game's visibility, it can overshadow consistent performers who fly under the radar. In this video, I shine a light on the top 10 most underrated players in the NRL, guys who may not dominate headlines but deliver week in, week out with stats, toughness, and impact just as valuable as the game's biggest names. First up is Jacob Liddle. Jacob Liddle is quietly one of the most reliable dummy halves in the NRL. Since 2023, he's played over 60 games for the Dragons, averaging tackle efficiency above 90% and adding try-scoring impact off the bench. In 2025, he continues to be a spark plug in the middle third, offering strong supercoach value per minute, even with limited game time. His ability to shift momentum was clear in early season games against top sides when he came off the bench and turned contests around with sharp service and darting runs. Despite defensive numbers that stack up with big names like Harry Grant and Reece Walsh, Liddle remains mostly ignored by media and representative selectors. A major reason is the club's low ladder position and his role-sharing minutes, often overshadowed by veterans like Damien Cook. Still, Liddle's consistency, toughness, and high work rate prove he deserves far more spotlight than he gets. Next, we have Mitch Kenny, who plays hooker for the Penrith Panthers. Kenny has been the glue in the middle for the Panthers during their dynasty run. With over 120 NRL games to his name, including 3 premierships, he's earned his stripes without needing the highlight reels. He averages around 34 tackles per game and maintains strong defensive efficiency, often matching output of bigger names like Reid Mahoney or Reece Walsh. What sets Kenny apart is his discipline and composure under pressure. He doesn't overplay his hand and lets Penrith's strike players shine. In 2025, he continues to be a steady force with minimal fanfare. While his service isn't flashy like Grant's or as creative as Blake Brayley's, it's brutally effective. Kenny rarely features in State of Origin conversations, mainly because he doesn't dominate headlines or social media. But ask any Penrith teammate or coach, and they'll tell you, without him, the Panthers machine wouldn't run as smooth. Next is Jack Williams, the hard-working second rower for the Parramatta Eels. After a long stint with Cronulla, Williams made the switch to Parramatta in 2025 and slotted straight into the leadership group, proof of the respect he commands. He's played over 130 NRL games and averages just under 100 run meters and close to 40 tackles a game. His tackle efficiency is among the best for edge forwards, sitting around 93 to 94%. Statistically, he mirrors the likes of Liam Martin or Angus Crichton, but you rarely hear his name mentioned. Why? Because he doesn't do the flashy stuff. No big offloads, no sideline screamers, just tough carries and relentless defense. In 2024, he was a key part of Cronulla's finals push, and in 2025, he's doing the same job at the Eels, week in and week out. Williams is one of those players coaches love and fans underestimate. He's consistent, disciplined, and tough as nails, but never in the headlines. Next we talk about Connor Tracy, the fullback for the Canterbury Bulldogs. Statistically, Tracy is arguably the best fullback in the NRL this season. By round 17 of 2025, he led the league in total runs and average carries per game, beating out big names like James Tedesco, Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow, and even Dylan Edwards. He's averaging over 21 carries a match and racks up huge meters in yardage sets, often starting sets with impact from the back. But despite this elite workload, Tracy flies under the radar. With the spotlight on superstar teammates like Stephen Crichton and Matt Burton, he rarely gets the praise or media coverage he deserves. Yet if you strip it back to pure work rate, involvement, and toughness, he stacks up with the best. Fans who dig into the numbers know he's elite. But until he gets a representative jumper or plays in a grand final, Tracy remains one of the league's most underappreciated stars. Next, we have Wade Egan, who plays hooker for the New Zealand Warriors. Egan quietly delivers elite dummy half output. In early 2025, he's averaging over 75 minutes per game, around 40 tackles a match, and strong ruck service, matching output from household names like Harry Grant and Reece Walsh. His discipline and ability to control the middle phase have anchored the Warriors' resurgence, though his contributions rarely make headlines. Despite being ranked among the top New South Wales hookers in analytical reports, Egan isn't mentioned in State of Origin talk. He's the kind of player that teammates and coaches rely on to structure a side, yet his quiet demeanor, lack of flash, and absence of highlight reels keep him under the radar. His tackling efficiency and work rate mirror elite rakes, yet outside the club he remains invisible. Next is Luke Metcalf, who plays halfback for the Warriors. Metcalf has emerged in 2025 as one of the game's most impactful halves. He topped the Dally M leaderboard for weeks and earned RLP Player of the Month honours, while posting midfield-breaking meters, try assists, and line breaks rivaling elite number 7s. Despite this, his name rarely surfaces in broader media or state of origin speculation. The Warriors' mid-table profile and his quiet personality mean his creativity and impact go largely unnoticed. His speed, footwork, and growing defensive game make him a dual-threat organizer, yet his recognition hasn't caught up with his performance. Next is Briton Nikora, the second rower for the Cronulla Sharks. Nikora consistently outperforms his reputation. Through mid-2025, he's racked up over 150 NRL games, averaging strong minutes per match, around 48 Supercoach points, and running over 90 meters per match with a tackle efficiency near 92%. In 2024 he scored 10 tries and made multiple line break assists, helping Cronulla reach the preliminary final. Despite edge running and defensive work comparable to players like Liam Martin or Angus Crichton, he's rarely mentioned in the best back rower in the NRL discussions. His extension through 2027 shows club trust in a leader who quietly does the dirty work, yet outside Sharks circles he remains overshadowed by state of origin back rowers. Alamoti has made elite numbers while flying under the radar. In 2025, he's averaging 151 running meters per game, 90% tackle efficiency, with try-scoring and goal-kicking output that rivals top names like Brian Toho or Xavier Coates. His meters per carry and tackle busting ability are superb, an underrated part of his game. Though he can slot into centre seamlessly, it's on the wing where he's made his name in his breakout season. He rarely dominates the weekly highlights, but his consistent output and tactical intelligence make him a standout performer who remains underrated. Next, we have Thomas Jenkins, who plays winger for the Penrith Panthers. Jenkins has quietly become one of the most dependable edge players at the club. In 2025, he's averaging over 145 run meters per game, with 7 line breaks, 6 tries, and a tackle efficiency nearing 91%. He offers reliable yardage work early in sets and is often the first back to take tough carries. Despite limited headlines, Jenkins is a crucial part of Penrith's transition game, consistently helping them win the territory battle. His aerial ability and finishing on the edge are improving, and his discipline means he rarely concedes penalties or makes errors. While other wingers get more hype, Jenkins is all substance and has built a strong case as one of the league's most quietly consistent backline performers. Finally, we have Sunnia Turiva, who plays fullback and winger for the West Tigers and represents Fiji. Turiva burst into the league as Penrith's 2023 Rookie of the Year and later helped them win back-to-back premierships. In 2025, at West Tigers, he's clocked over 180 running meters per game, scored 10 tries in 18 appearances, and regularly posts more than 45 post-contact meters per match. Despite these elite stats, his move to a struggling club has muted the buzz around him. His physicality, finish and yardage workload put him on par with any top-flight winger, but he doesn't dominate highlight packages. Turiva's all-round game and work rate make him easily one of the most underrated stars in the competition. Let me know in the comments if you have a player in mind that you reckon he is highly underrated. Stay updated with all your rugby league content on YouTube by smashing the like button and subscribing to the channel for more of your daily dose of rugby league. Thank you.